Episode 3 of Ralph's Stuff includes Looking Glass Falls, the Cradle of Forestry, road work, fog on the farm, alien subway, waterline ditching, Zion slideshow, and July 4th rain. Hi, this is Ralph Roberts, and welcome to episode 3 of Ralph's Stuff. Today we took a field trip. We're on Highway 276 north of Brevard, North Carolina, and looking at Looking Glass Falls. A lot of water coming down those falls, and we'll have a segment in this episode about the falls and a lot of other good stuff, so we hope you enjoy it. We're taking a drive up Highway 276 from Brevard towards Looking Glass Falls and eventually to the Cradle of Forestry. Thanks to advances in modern technology, we have satellite navigation on board. Looking Glass Falls is one of the most popular waterfalls in western North Carolina. One of the reasons is its easy accessibility. You go north from Brevard, North Carolina on Highway 276 about 5 miles, and the waterfall is literally right on the side of the road. There's easy parking and even concrete steps down to the base of the falls. The name Looking Glass comes from Looking Glass Rock, the huge rock that the fall goes over and which rises up beside it. During the winter, water freezes on the sides of the rock and then glistens in the sunlight just like a mirror or looking glass would, hence the name. The name of the stream which creates the falls is Looking Glass Creek, also named, of course, for Looking Glass Rock. The falls are 60 feet high. There are, of course, many attractions to visiting a waterfall. The power of the water coming down from the heights, the beauty of nature, just the sound. The sound is really relaxing in a way. North Carolina is truly blessed with waterfalls. There are really hundreds. Many are really off the beaten path, and it takes long hikes to get to them. But there are a number of quite impressive ones, like Looking Glass Falls and Whitewater Falls, which is the highest falls in North Carolina, which are relatively easy to get to. In an upcoming episode of this program, we'll be visiting Whitewater Falls. Another waterfall we intend on taking our cameras to soon is Bridal Veil Falls up near Highlands, North Carolina. I haven't been up there in quite a few years, but used to you could walk around behind the falls. We'll see if that's still true when we visit, and certainly share it here on the show. Hook up a water wheel to this bad puppy and you could sure grind some cornmeal. 276 is a busy highway and lots of people stop and enjoy the falls. It's a very popular attraction in the area, and of course one that's totally free. It's amazing that a gentle stream like Licking Glass Creek is both above and below the falls can generate such incredible force of water during that 60-foot fall. Take the time to visit Looking Glass Falls sometime. You'll be glad you did. We're here at the Cradle of Forestry off of Highway 276, almost up to the Parkway, to the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's called the Cradle of Forestry because it was originally started by George Vanderbilt, who built Biltmore House and owned about 112,000 acres or so here, 100,000 of which he gave to the government to create the Pisgah National Forest, which we're in. They have a lot of old buildings here. They have an old logging train from the days around the turn of the 20th century when this area was heavily logged. And of course the entire place is heavily devoted to forest conservation with a lot of informative educational type exhibits. They show movies. It's a very, very nice place to visit. We're truly enjoying our visit here. We're on patrol here in the mountain forest, on the lookout for ambushes. Sergeant Brown up there has got his weapon not at the ready. These horse-drawn road scrapes were used to keep the forest trails smooth when the big commercial logging companies were up here in the late 19th and early 20th century. Before, of course, the national parks and the national forests were established that now preserve the forest instead of letting it be logged. Hey, this is one of the steam engines they used on the small narrow gauge railways built through what's now the National Forest to haul the logs. And of course they needed an engineer, so here I am getting ready to take the train off with a load of logs. quite nice of the North Carolina State Forest Service to provide not only paved trails through the wilderness at the Cradle Forest, but also park benches. This is great when you're an old guy like me and you need to take a siesta halfway through the tour. So I'm going to take a nap now, and we'll join back up with you in a few moments. Yep, pretty comfortable. This is how they cut the trees into logs. It's a steam-driven sawmill. We're looking at the big blade now, and we'll pan now across to the steam engine that drove the belt, that drove the sawmill, that cut the logs that got on the train to go down the mountain. The kind folks from the North Carolina Department of Transportation were good enough to provide quite a nice show out in front of my house back in April to give me a chance to test out my new camera. And I always enjoy machinery anyway, so getting to watch the tractors and the sweepers was a lot of fun. And at the same time, you just saw the truck come in with the guys who maintain my yard. So I'm going to get to film some mowing also. Now that's a nice Volvo. I used to drive Volvos, but I never had one quite that large. I plowed some dirt with them, but I never had one that would do it quite that elegantly. Of course, he's cleaning up the dirt that the other one pulled up. And what they're doing is putting in a new drainage ditch down along the road. And in the ensuing months, we've had some heavy rains and the ditch has worked quite well. Avoided the floods we used to get over into our fields from the road, so that's good. I was an inmate as one of our shut-in friends who sometimes worked for the Department of Transportation. Used to call them chain gangs. Can't do that anymore. It's not politically correct. And Keith there is getting ready to mow. Those zero-turn mowers have revolutionized yard work. People can mow a lot faster and get a lot more done in a much shorter period of time. There he goes. No blade of grass is safe from that lawnmower, which is good. That's exactly what I want. I'm learning how to do computer animation. This is one of my earlier tests. Ah, good, more machinery. This guy is digging ditches to put the water line in for the new housing development that's going in next door to us. And it's starting to look more and more like a housing development since this video was taken last summer. They put in paved roads and several houses already under construction. It's amazing the choreography that a good operator of a digging implement like that can do. You notice he's going back and forth and doing all sorts of neat tricks. It's a mechanical ballet. Very nice. Let me correct myself. I said that this was done last summer. Actually, it was a bit earlier than that, probably March or somewhere like that, where the greenery was just starting to come out. Obviously, that's not summer grass. But I was correct. The guy's doing a ballet. He can make that thing move. Must be fun to play with. Ah, now that is neat. Bravo, bravo. The Bolshoi Ballet has a new potential dancer. In August, Pat and I were privileged to visit Zion National Park in Utah. These are just a few of the many photographs I took there. I also took a lot of video footage, and maybe in the next episode or within one or two, certainly we'll show you the video from Zion. It's an amazing place. On July 4th this year, it rained. I love the rain. Prepare to relax. Relax. Rain in Summer, a poem by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. How beautiful is the rain after the dust and heat in the broad and prairie street in the narrow lane. How beautiful is the rain. How it clatters along the roofs like the tramp of hoofs. How it gushes and struggles out from the throat of the overflowing spout. Across the window pane it pours and pours, and swift and wide with a muddy tide like a river down the gutter roars. The rain, the welcome rain. The sick man from his chamber looks at the twisted brooks. He can feel the cool breath of each little pool. His fevered brain grows calm again, and he breathes a blessing on the rain. From the neighboring school come the boys with more than their wonted noise, In commotion and down the wet streets sail their mimic fleets, till the treacherous pool engulfs them in its swirling and turbulent ocean. In the country, on every side, where far and wide, like a leopard's tawny and spotted hide, stretches the plain to the dried rice and the drier grain, how welcome is the rain. In the furrowed land, the toilsome and patient oxen stand, lifting the yoke-encumbered head with their dilated nostrils spread. They silently inhale the clover-scented gale and the vapors that arise from the well-watered and smoking soil. For this rest on the furrow after toil, their large and lustrous eyes seem to thank the Lord. Well, that's not the complete poem, but you should have the concept by now. Relax. Relax. Take a nap. Relax. Relax. Take a nap. Relax. Relax. Take a nap. Relax. Go to ralphwroberts.com to see this show again.